Have you ever considered how an officiant's positioning can impact your wedding photos? One of the most intimate moments, undoubtedly, is the first kiss as a married couple. However, an unexpected twist can occur when the officiant inadvertently becomes part of this cherished moment, often referred to as the officiant photobomb. The officiant stands in the frame as the photographer captures the first kiss. Yes, I'm sure you've seen it. So, what simple requests can you make to your officiant to ensure your first kiss photo is picture perfect? Hi there, I'm Sam from Atmosphere Productions. We'll answer these and more in today's edition of the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
Hi, I'm Sal from After Hours Events of New England. Listen now and discover reclaiming your first kiss moment without a photobomb. These are wedding insider secrets for a stress-free, fun, and memorable day. Our podcast helps engaged couples navigate wedding planning complexities and addressing family expectations. We'll guide you through the journey of creating the perfect wedding day without unnecessary stress. By the end of this edition, you'll get concise tips on budgeting, wedding party management, ceremony, reception planning, and more. Perfect for anyone planning a wedding, all in 30 minutes or less. Trust us, you don't want to miss this.
Welcome to Stress-Free Wedding Planning, the podcast that will transform your wedding planning journey from chaotic to enchanting. Sal and Sam bring over 80 years of combined wedding expertise and exclusive insider information to the table. If you're recently engaged, feeling the pressure of wedding planning, struggling with family expectations, but still dreaming of a joy-filled wedding, you've come to the right place. Get ready to unveil the best-kept wedding secrets, discover practical tips and strategies, and learn life-changing lessons for a stress-free wedding. Your unforgettable wedding day awaits. We're here to take you on a transformative journey of love, laughter, and memories. So don't miss out on the podcast that just might change your life. This is the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
Today's podcast, Reclaiming Your First Kiss Moment Without a Photobomb. Hi, I'm Sam from the award-winning Atmosphere Productions, wedding entertainment with expert knowledge and the difference in quality. Visit us at atmosphere-productions.com. Learn more about our experience and the journey to help you with stress-free wedding planning in the trailer or pilot of this podcast.
Hi, I'm Sal of After Hours Events New England, the experts in creating a stress-free, unforgettable wedding experience. We bring energy, professionalism, and passion to making every couple's big day truly special. Visit us at afteroursevents.com. Today's edition is all about reclaiming your first kiss moment without a photobomb.
So what is an officiant photobomb? All right, I've seen this so many times. I'm sure you have too once I explain it. This is where the officiant happens to step unintentionally into the back of the photo where the couple are kissing. It could be a dip, or it could just be a simple kiss after the officiant has said, you may kiss. Now, this can occur because nobody told the officiant to step out of the way. It might be amusing in hindsight, but it can detract from the intimacy of that moment.
Sam, totally agree. Being a wedding officiant, there's a couple times where you got to walk away. One is before you actually announce the kiss, because you don't want to be saying it and moving out and they kiss automatically and all of a sudden the picture's being taken, you're still in frame. So you want to kind of move out of the way first, let them know they should kiss. But there's also one other time where you should be out of there, not part of it. If they're reading personal vows, walk out of the way, let them read the vows so that intimate moment can happen with the photographer and the couple. Why does it matter, about the whole photobombing thing? Does it really matter that the officiant's there? Actually, it does. It just is a weird obstruction. It's distracting. It's a weird figure when you got the couple kissing and in the middle of their neck space there, you see this odd thing in the background. So it's very important for pictures to have a clean shot of just the couple. It just comes out so much better that way. And I'll tell you right now, all you wedding officiants out there, the couple's going to appreciate it. The photographer's going to appreciate it.
Of course, the first kiss really symbolizes the culmination of your wedding vows and the beginning of your journey. Your beginning of your journey doesn't start with the officiant in the background, does it?
It does not.
Well, so let's see if we can make sure that whenever you are speaking to your officiant, that is one of the things that you say to them, that it's very important that your first kiss, that the officiant is not standing in that picture. It does really matter. Now, let's get through some tips on how to avoid the officiant photobombing. Make sure you communicate in advance the importance of stepping aside before making that announcement. You may now kiss your bride or groom or couple, whatever the announcement. This ensures everyone knows their role during this pivotal moment. Now, I will tell you that as a DJ, when I do a ceremony, I mention this to the officiant, no matter whether they've been doing it for 20 years or they just started yesterday. It's just a mental reminder. And I say to them, 1, have the guests stand when the bride comes down the aisle. 2, have them be seated when you start the ceremony. And thirdly, the kiss. Make sure you stand out of the way. When I do that, if it's an officiant with experience, they'll say, yep, I know, I'm familiar with that. But if it's a rookie, they're like, oh, I didn't even know I should do that. So I mention that at every ceremony, and it seems to help. So communicate clearly is the first tip we want to give you.
So I'm very big on planning, and this is something I actually go over with our couple prior to the wedding and explaining these little things that they should be looking out for and how they should talk to their wedding officiant. But as you do, Sam, same thing. The day of, we definitely have that discussion. But I also send out a detailed itinerary with timeline, and there's actually a part in the ceremony for the officiant to see, please move out of the way for the first kiss. It kind of gives them a little stuff to add to their script, like having people being seated and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of newbies out there. And even sometimes the seasoned veterans forget to do certain things. What could help you out with solving some of these things is having to rehearse things. Have a rehearsal. Conduct a rehearsal prior to the wedding day. This allows you to practice not only your vows, but also how and when everyone should move during key moments, including and especially the first kiss. So these are just vital things to get out of the way, so you're just going to get best pictures, best video at the end of the day.
Absolutely. The rehearsal, I know some people don't want to do a rehearsal because maybe it'll cost something or is just not available to do. But I suggest, even if you have to do it in your living room or your backyard, do a rehearsal. If it's going to be at a synagogue or a church and you can't get in to do a rehearsal, do a rehearsal in your living room or your backyard. Rehearsals are so important. It connects everybody to what they're doing, and you work out all these little items ahead of time. We've just explained what an officiant photobomb is and why it matters and what steps to take to prevent this from happening.
Coming up next, more tips on how to avoid officiant photobombing. But first, if you have a question or concern, go now to Facebook and join us on the stress-free wedding planning community and ask away. You can also join us on our YouTube channel. Just search for Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast, subscribe, and get it first.
This is the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam, a podcast for engaged couples concerned about wedding planning and family expectations, but who want to have a stress-free, fun, and unforgettable wedding.
It's Wedding Tip Wednesday, but first, remember, the only thing more expensive than a wedding is a divorce. So let's make sure you get it right the first time.
Today's Wedding Tip Wednesday is pace yourself. If you think you're early or ahead, you're just on time for you. Don't panic. Life happens, and just go with the flow. And just let things roll off. Don't sweat the small stuff.
And that's another wedding tip from Sal and Sam.
Wedding Tip Wednesday is available on the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group page every Wednesday. Join the group for free.
And now back to the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
Welcome back to our discussion about reclaiming your first kiss moment without a photobomb. Hi, I'm Sam from Atmosphere Productions.
And I'm Sal of After Hours Events in New England. We've already discussed why it matters that your officiant steps away, especially during that first kiss. Tips on how to avoid officiant photobombing. Position of the microphone is one thing. So the officiant, if they're going to walk away, should bring the mic stand with them if they have one, or If they're just holding the mic, no big deal. It's going to come with them. You don't want that to be in the picture. You don't want that to be an eyesore, having this microphone in front of their faces or even between their necks. It's just going to look very funny. You want to make sure the microphone stand is positioned in front of the officiant and not in front of the couple, too. That's very important. You don't want something separating your couple. And then when it comes time for the first kiss, it's very easy for them to kiss. Nothing is in the way. And again, when the officiant walks away, if there's a mic stand, they can move it away with them. So that's also not in the picture.
Yeah, Sal's absolutely right. The wireless microphone is obviously the best. Second would be the handheld, and third would be the microphone stand. Now, it doesn't really matter. It's up to you and your sound technician on what they're doing. I've had many officiants say, I need a mic stand. Well, then you have to go with that. I've had officiants say, I don't want to wear a lavalier microphone or any microphone that's attached to me. So you got to work with the circumstances that you are given. No matter what, the position of the microphone is important, and it has to be moved out of the way. If the officiant is going to move, they should take that microphone on the mic stand with them. And that's another thing that can be worked out ahead of time. So again, it's all about communicating on what you're going to do if you're having sound. Now, if you don't have a microphone stand or a microphone, you don't have to worry about it. Next up is the positioning of the all-important officiant. Now, where does the officiant stand? The officiant should stand somewhere where, for the first kiss anyway, is not going to be between the couple or directly behind them, slightly off center. Now, Sal, how do you do it? How do you position yourself when you're officiating a wedding ceremony?
So when I'm getting ready to approach that line, you may kiss your bride or whomever it may be, I actually start walking. I tell the couple ahead of time, hey, you're going to see me walk away. Don't pay attention to me. Keep looking at each other. And I literally step away so I'm behind the wedding party so no one is seeing me in any of the pictures. And then I say, you may kiss your beautiful bride or you may kiss your partner, whatever that next sentence is going to be. I want to make sure I'm totally out of the picture. We had a grandfather who once officiated a wedding. And he was great, except for one part. He made a big deal with me saying, I know I have to get out of the way for the kiss. Okay, so just go in the back and to the side. You're all good. And he got nervous and he started saying the line and he started to go away. But he actually tried to get around the groom. It looked like three people, were posing for a picture, but two of them happened to be kissing. So it was a very awkward thing. So the officiant needs to know their escape plan and what's the fastest and the easiest way to get out of the way.
That's funny. That really is funny. And you see there, Sal, you had a story to tell about it, and it's humorous, which brings us to our final tip: embrace the humor. So what happens if it does happen? Embrace it. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're not going to go back and restage the moment because that cherished moment is gone forever. And you could also use it as a story, like Sal just did, to share to family and friends for years to come. But the point of us doing this whole edition is to let you know, don't let your officiant photobomb your first kiss.
So there you have it. We just provided you with some insider tips on how to reclaim your first kiss moment without a photobomb. While officiant photobombing might not be part of your wedding day vision, it's essential to approach it with humor and preparation. By communicating effectively with your officiant and practicing beforehand, you can ensure that your first kiss remains a beautiful, captured moment. At the end of the day, every wedding has its quirks. Sometimes they just make for the best stories later on. Tell us about your wedding stories in our Facebook community.
Now, as you spend the next week planning your wedding, if you want me, Sal, or our community of stress-free engaged couples and wedding experts to answer any wedding-related questions, then join us in the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group.
Once you're in, go ahead and share your concerns and worries, and we'll let you know if you're on the right track or if there are some things you need to work on. The link to join us is in the show notes of this edition, or go to Facebook and search search for the stress-free wedding planning community.
Remember to do something nice for someone today. And if you can't, then do something nice for yourself. If you've enjoyed what you've just heard, leave a review and share it with a friend or someone who would benefit from this information. Until next time, it's TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Thank you for listening to this edition. A new edition is released every Wednesday. Subscribe and get it first. We'll catch you then. Ciao.
The Stress Free Wedding Planning Podcast is produced and copyrighted by Atmosphere Productions in association with After Hours Events of New England.